Hey guys, we are back. It was possibly our last Fallout Nuka World video. We repaired our power armor again. We last left off at the Safari Adventure, or last time we were here, Safari Adventure, we met Sito, and now let's go talk to I honestly forget his name, but Raider like advisor guy. Where's he at? Gage. Gotta speak to Gage. Oh fuck. Damn, Kate, you scared me. Oh, why is he outside?
Gage.
Hey, Gage.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka World is ours. All of it.
I was just doing what I do best.
Hey, if I didn't think you had it in you, I wouldn't have put my neck on the line. But still, you've just got to understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Whoa.
Why bother with the Commonwealth? Don't we have everything we need over here?
That sounds like Coulter talking, boss. Ain't a good sign. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
You sure that's wise? We just got this place back on its feet.
Do you think it's wise to watch the gangs tear each other to pieces, fighting over what's left of this place? Of course you don't. So let's focus on avoiding that. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
Fuck it.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you want my advice, or if you want me to tag along, you've got it.
No, Gage, I don't. Complete the grand tour. So, talk to Shank. Talk to Sierra Petrovita. I butchered that name. See what all these Cappies were about. Surely it was useful.
Keep those eyes peeled. Those Cappies could be pretty well hidden.
I did it.
I found all the hidden Cappies. Each one had a letter?
Great. Let me take a look at these letters. Well, anyone who stared at Nuka Cola merchandise as long as I have would get this one pretty fast. The letters definitely spell refreshing. It's simpler than I was expecting.
So how do we use this code?
This door should lead to Brad Burton's office, but it's locked up tight. The keypad is the only way to open it. I guess we just need to key in the 10 numbers that correspond to the word refreshing. You did all the work looking for the hidden Cappies, so you should be the one who gets to enter the code.
All right. Wait, it's a wooden door.
That's it! The door's unlocked!
Why couldn't I have just busted that open? I have power armor. There we go.
This is amazing.
Yep, that's definitely a door right there.
Let's search carefully. I'm willing to bet this place has a few secrets, and they'll probably be well hidden.
In regards to Nuka Cola Clear production, I think it's obvious that we need to take a step back and examine the facts. Project Cobalt dropped Quantum in our laps, so I think it's best we leverage its potential popularity before someone else beats us to market.
Formula would be hidden somewhere. The way Bradford would leave it out in the open. Just look at this place.
How do I get behind it? I missed General's visit.
Look, Brad Burton, I didn't fly down from DC to get jerked around. You either sign off on Project Cobalt or I can walk right out that door.
This isn't like deciding what color bottle to pick for our next flavor, General. You're asking me to take my laboratories and my beverage years and basically turn them over to your team. I need assurances that my people and my facilities are going to be treated with the respect that they deserve.
You and I both know that's a load of horse shit. Stop treating me like one of your soft drink competitors. I'm here representing the U.S. military. I already told you you'd be well compensated. Now cut the crap and tell me what you're really after.
Fine. I want in on the military's LeapX program.
What? How the hell did you know about that?
Let's just say you're not the only one in this room that can throw his weight around in Washington, General. I've been following the program ever since its inception, and I have to say that I'm impressed. The ability to keep a human in a state of veritable immortality using a machine, now that's something that I didn't expect from the military. Look, you want me to agree to this proposal, then get me on the LeapX list, and I'll sign whatever you want.
I always knew you were a greedy son of a bitch, John. But the last thing I expected to hear is that you were afraid of death. If you know so much about LeapX, then you know it's in its infancy, and there are a lot of kinks to be worked out. It isn't as easy as throwing a switch and suddenly you can live forever.
Stop trying to talk me out of it. We both know the enemy is developing chemical and biological weapons, and that my beverageers are the top organic chemists in the world. Our countries are in a race where no one comes in second, General. So you need to ask yourself, can you really afford to stand here and say no?
You had this all figured out before I even arrived, didn't you? Okay, fine. You want in on the LeapX program, you got yourself a deal. You know, maybe immortality is what's best for you, Brad Burton. Be a goddamn shame to let that ego go to waste.
Nope, bye.
Sneaky devil. After you.
Fuck. Man had a vault down here.
A closer look.
Which vault is it though? I see Vault-Tec.
The formula's got to be past this door. Now this looks interesting.
No way, I fucking called it 2 episodes ago. But I called it. This man's a fucking live.
What on earth? Wait. No. It can't be. That's John Caleb Bradburton. Or at least it's his head. Wow.
Who are you? I haven't seen a real human face in so long. I had given up all hope.
Oh my god. It's alive! He's alive! My name's Sierra, sir. I'm your biggest admirer. I love Nuka Cola more than anything. This is such an honor.
You there, with the Pip-Boy. What are you doing here? You there, with the Pip-Boy. What are you doing here?
We used the contest code to get in. What the hell happened to you?
I made a devil's bargain, though I didn't know it at the time. This was General Braxton's plan all along. Damn the man. He called it Project Cobalt. In exchange for my weapon design, he would give me access to life-extending technology. I'm such a fool for taking him at his word. He never told me that this would be the price.
I can't imagine what you must have gone through. I'm truly sorry, Mr. Bradburton.
A weapon? I don't believe it. Why would the genius who brought so much joy to the world want to make something destructive?
Genius is restless, madam. It must expand, seek new challenges, and explore new frontiers. So yes, a weapon. It was going to be a quantum-enhanced variant of the standard portable tactical warhead. In fact, the prototypes are stored in this very chamber. You can have them on one condition. I want you to shut off the power to this machine that's keeping me alive. I want to die.
What? No!
Yeah, if our places were reversed, I'd probably want the same thing.
Then I trust you will honor my wish.
You can't kill him. He's a great man. He invented Nuka Cola, the best thing in the world.
Lady, you don't know what a torment it is. Being trapped here alone and staring at the same wall, decade after decade. Now please shut up while I talk to your more rational friend here. I realize that what I'm asking isn't easy, but there's something in it for you. When the power is cut, the door to the prototype storage room will open automatically. Take anything you want. I don't care anymore. Just please, set me free at
Free
last.
weapons?
I
I
can't bear
mean,
this loneliness any longer.
Wait. I have an idea. Mr. Bradburton wants to die because he's lonely, right? Well, maybe I could stay with him, you know? Keep him company, give him someone to talk to. He's like a hero to me.
Yeah, but if I don't cut the power, then that door doesn't open. And I don't get my prototype ammo.
I know, but I have something else that I can offer you instead. At least hear me out. I've got a limited edition Nuka Cola jumpsuit. It's really stylish and not many were made. It's one of my most treasured possessions, but, well, I'm willing to let you have it.
A Nuka Cola jumpsuit? Ha! That's a paltry prize compared to what I'm offering. The choice is yours, but I beg you to honor my wishes. There
There's no one else who can help me.
I sort of feel sorry for him. I couldn't stand being a frozen head. How could I drink Nuka-Cola?
Yeah, that's a really good point, Sierra. I don't think we should kill
Can
him.
you imagine being
This is
trapped like that
this
for
is a
centuries?
terrible thing.
Please, think carefully.
I
rush your decision.
can't. It's terrible. Oh no. My natural thing that happens every so often with my body. I'm spazzing out. Oh shit, my arm spazzed. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh shit.
Mr. Bradford,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Can I? Damn it, she doesn't have it.
Can't believe someone as smart as Mr. Bradburton would be fooled into thinking you could live forever. I guess he was terrified of growing old. Maybe you did the right thing. I don't know. I feel so conflicted about all of this.
Hi, Sierra.
The inventor of Nuka-Cola. That was the opportunity of a lifetime. Emphasis on was.
Nuka-Cola formula. Safety. Oh, God. Nuka. Ooh.
Bingo.
Uh-oh. That looks so dope!
Taking all we can, but you're looking a little way down there. We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse.
I'm not looking at your ass. Oh my god, that was such a good weapon.
You wanted the Nuka-Cola formula? Here it is.
So it really was here.
You wanted the Nuka-Cola formula? Here it is.
So it really was here. I'm grateful, but don't think this means I've forgiven you. You killed the man who was my greatest hero. A man who revolutionized the soft drink industry, and whose creations put smiles on a million faces. Who the hell are you to just walk in here and destroy all that?
You're being selfish, Sierra. This wasn't about what you wanted. This was about what he needed.
What he needed? I hadn't thought of it that way. It's just that never, not in my wildest dreams, did I think I'd get the chance to talk to Mr. Bradburton in person. To get an opportunity like that, and then have it snatched away. It hit me pretty hard. Still, I can't overlook the fact that for one glorious shining moment, I got to meet the man who invented Nuka-Cola. I'll never forget that. Not ever. And it wouldn't have been possible without...
She was this close to getting her head bashed in.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here. I know it's not much, but I think I'll stick around here for a while. By the time I'm done, I'm gonna need a much bigger building to house my Nuka-Cola museum.
Sierra.
I wish you could have given me more time with Bradburton before...
Hold on. She has my formula. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I'm not completing this quest. Because if I complete it, I don't get to have the Nuka-Cola formula. Got me over here sounding like Plankton. I mean, like... Right there, look at that. Can't have that if I, don't, just leave her down here. All right, bye, Sierra. Bye. Have fun. I'm not gonna give her that. I'm gonna go talk to Shank. Oh, I have a level. And we're gone. All right, let's go talk to Shank. Hello, Shank. Where you at? I don't think I'm gonna let these people into the Commonwealth.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. The gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Whoa there. I haven't decided yet.
Well, then let me help you make up your mind. Because it's a damn good idea. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead? That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you're ready to move on.
Let's discuss this later.
Up to you, boss. I'm not going anywhere.
Fuck, I can't continue the story without doing it. Fuck, let's do it.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth is gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from. An outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land?
We're not killing anyone.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them. That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Good. So, where you want to do this?
We are here. Oh, it's the fucking ghouls.
Hey, something I can do for you?
Man, I'm sorry.
Drink with tar breeze at the combat zone. Tasted awful. But
There's a
with
gang of
no-
raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, we won't have any problems.
You want this place? Listen, not trying to piss you off here, but I'm not sure that's going to work. This is home.
I'm gonna make this easy for you. Take these caps and go.
Caps? For this? Yeah, fine. I guess it's all yours.
Easy enough.
Hey,
I'm going. Jerk.
Why? Oh, let's see. Structure. Raider flag. Operators. Done and done. Check with my crew. I refuse for us to be hostile to any of the settlements. And if they do, they're getting it. What the fuck are you doing? Okay. I was about to flip out. Hopefully you'll die after this. Bro! Quit running! Shouldn't have attacked. Did it to yourself.
Operators on top.
hey.
Yeah. I'm thinking this place will do. Yeah. I'm thinking this place will do.
All right, so now I go all the way back. Oh, it's nice that it leaks into the main like area, but like I have to fast travel back and forth. All right, Shank.
Well. Rumor going around is that some big bad raider boss strolled into the Commonwealth and talked a group of settlers right off their land.
That's right.
Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the
Bro,
more
this
of each
guy
you
is
can get
the
into coffee.
raider version
Now,
of
like before, the method's up to you. You can try.
I forget his name with the Minutemen.
Convince them to hand over the goods.
Preston.
Or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The pack.
Works for me. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. Joint called Nordhagen Beach, I think, is close enough to work. Could be a good target, though I'd need to check my notes, of course. So, where you want to do this?
Yep. Oh, I'm just going back and forth. We're gonna cut the video there. It's literally is just gonna be a bunch of back and forth. It turns out this isn't gonna be the last one. We got a few more. We get to turn on the power plant to Nuka World. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Where did you go when I was